Now, where does Revit fit into the big picture of construction? Well, someone thought years ago, if we can somehow build these buildings virtually before anybody ever goes out into the field, we could find out so many issues before they actually happen. And that's where we would make money. And that is where money is made, is in the field. It's not in the office. It's not with folks designing and, drawing 2D lines on paper. It's in the field, the builders. If you can make their life easier, everyone related to a construction project is happy. And voila, that's where Revit came into play. And now someone who was used to doing AutoCAD, 2D lines on paper, right? Now they are forced to learn Revit and 3D modeling, which is a much more complicated software than AutoCAD is. Like there's no comparison. If you were to compare, Autodesk owns AutoCAD and Revit, right? But consider Revit like the older brother who had his glory back in the day, and Revit is like the cool younger brother who's better than his older brother at anything. He jumps higher, he's stronger, he's faster, he does everything better than his older brother. That's Revit, okay? And because the industry is noticing that Revit is so awesome, they're jumping on it. So us as Revit users, we got to do the same thing, okay? And we got to learn as much as we can about Revit because now our jobs are important. Before, an engineer or an architect could do AutoCAD. Now, Revit is so complicated, an AutoCAD user that now learned Revit is very, very valuable. And that's where, that's the big picture as to where Revit fits into construction. Now let's dive a little bit deeper. When we think about how modeling affects a construction project, well, we hinted a little bit at if we can figure out errors before they actually happen, okay, that saves everyone money and everyone, it's just an efficient project. But now when we talk about Revit, well, it's building information modeling, right? BIM. And if you can now start to model a building and see how moving a section of the building updates automatically that section of the building, now it becomes a living, breathing thing for you. Now you are taking responsibility. You are a virtual builder. And if you're watching these videos, you probably have a specific type of modeling that you do. I come from a structural modeling background. Steel, concrete, wood, metal stud, right? The structure of a building. So when I'm building a concrete structure, I'm modeling it, I'm taking pride in that. And I'm trying to figure out whether this thing that I'm modeling is actually buildable. And I don't have all the answers. Sometimes I got to ask a lot of questions to people. But guess what? The guys that are out in the field actually working and building it, they don't got all the answers too. So what Revit has done is it brought what happens in real life into a program, into a world. And you are essentially mimicking what they're going to do in the field. So it's good that you ask questions, that you write down notes, and that you have that mentality that there is no such thing as a stupid question. All right? So let's get right into this program. Open up Revit and follow along and go ahead and select the next video.